Hello, thank you for tuning in to 97.5. This is your host, Nicholas Santos Salguero, and today we'll be doing the unprofessional professional opinion. I will be doing three topics today: my NFL bold predictions, my college football weekly upset predictions, and my college football big game predictions on which games I think will be the best and closest, and what upsets may happen. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please comment on my video or subscribe to my channel. Either way. So let's start off right away with my NFL bold predictions. I'm just going to jump right in. I think the Cincinnati Bengals finished last place in the AFC North, going 4-12, while Cleveland finishes second in the AFC North, going 7-9 or 6-10. I also think this is going to be Marvin Lewis' last year as the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, why do I think Cincinnati is going to finish last place this year? Is because, look at the team. Look at the talent. Other than A.J. Green, who else do they really have as a top-notch talent? I still think John Ross is an unproven second-year pro. He was hurt all last year. We have no idea what he's really going to do and contribute to the team. They say he's had a really good camp, but that's against a team or a defense that I think isn't that well, so that doesn't really honestly say much. Joe Nixon, he had a, I don't know how good of a rookie year he had last year. I don't think it was that good because he didn't really hear that much of his name mentioned. So he probably was hurt, or I guess he had that suspension going into the NFL. So maybe he will have a bounce back year this year and really contribute second year. I'm also not a big fan of Andy Dalton. I don't think Andy Dalton's that good of a quarterback. I still think he's highly overrated. He can't lift a team up that's not that good. He's not even like a third tier quarterback. He's middle of the pack, if at best. He's always had decent talent around him. Mohamed Sanu, Marvin Jones, AJ Green, Tyler Eifert. They do have Tyler Eifert. He's coming back, so that's a good plus. But still, that line's not that great. I don't. Who do they have on defense? Montez Burfett's always suspended, or something's always going on with him. I don't really like that team. I think Cleveland takes second place in the AFC North. It's not that strong of a division. But my second NFL bowl predictions, I think Ezekiel Elliott will break the single season rushing yards, receive 500 yards receiving, and 15 touchdowns total combined while taking home the NFL MVP this year. I just think he's going to be more angry about what happened last season. He's going to come back with vengeance. Dak Prescott's going to bounce back from his sophomore slump and be the good and great quarterback that everybody knows that he can be. They're going to have a decent passing game. Dez Bryant's not going to be hogging for the ball. Allen Hurns, Cole Beasley. I don't know who their tight end is. I think he's an unproven tight end, but the offensive line's still one of the best offensive lines in the league, and Ezekiel Elliott's still one of the better, if not the best back in the league right now. I think he combines to go over 2,000 yards, 2,000, what I have it at, 2,209 yards exactly, with 500 yards receiving and 15 touchdowns combined, while taking home the MVP honors. Third, I have the Atlanta Falcons not making the playoffs this year. I just think the NFC is a very deep overall conference. You have the Packers, Aaron Rodgers back. Dallas, I think they bounce back huge. Seattle's not going to go away. Yes, everybody thinks that this is Seattle's downfall. You know, Earl Thomas is in there, Chancellor's gone, Sherman's gone. They have no other corner. They still have Bobby Wagner. Sheldon Richardson can still play. If I think he's still in Seattle, he might not be on Seattle anymore. Also, they still have Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson is a great quarterback. He's a top tier quarterback that can lift Seattle to at least 8 wins. I think San Francisco's going to have a good year. Kyle Shanahan is an offensive mastermind. Jimmy Garoppolo is a better quarterback, in my opinion, than Matt Ryan already. I think Matt Ryan's a middle-of-the-pack quarterback at best. He can't lift a team to where he needs to go, especially in an NFC this deep. Minnesota, Chicago's going to have a decent year. The Lions are going to have a decent year. I think the Atlanta Falcons are about just a little bit better than the Detroit Lions. Now, don't get me wrong, Atlanta Falcons have a great defense and a good offense, but I just don't think they're over the top good that can lead them to the playoffs. My fourth overall bold prediction is I think Von Miller and Bradley Chubb are going to combine for 30 sacks overall. It's just that dynamic duo. Von Miller's been doing it by himself pretty much for the past 2 seasons. Shane Ray hasn't really planned out for Denver as they have liked him to. They could just double team Von Miller. He's still getting double-digit sacks each season. He can probably get 15 or 20 on his own if he had a decent pass rusher on the other side of him. But now that he does, Bradley Chubb, they can't double team both of them. Offenses are not going to know what to do, and Bradley Chubb and Von Miller are going to be in that backfield at least every other play. And either Von Miller's going to get like 15 to 17 sacks, and Bradley Chubb makes up the difference. But Denver Broncos, Bradley Chubb, and Von Miller will have over 30, if not more, sacks this season. And finally, but not least, just because I miss the old all-day Peterson, and I think he's going to be the main running back in Washington. I say AP goes over 1,000 yards this year, rushes for 7 touchdowns, and has a great season. This is more just me hoping that he does, hoping that he returns back to his normal self. I just miss the old AP, and I love watching him be great. So that's my last bold prediction. More not a bold prediction, more as I hope, man. People want you back, AP. People love when you used to dominate the game. But that's my bold predictions for the NFL. Stay tuned, because next I'm going to be doing my college football upsets of the week. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. Thank you very much for staying and being patient. Has this ever happened to you? Want to be drinking water, but don't want to drink it out of the bottle? Well, you could drink it like this. But that looks like that hurt. Well, thankfully now we've had a contraption to help you drink water from out the water bottle. But now we have a contraption called a cup. If you're dying of thirst and you have to pour something like water from out the water bottle, use a cup. Now, we're selling for $999,000. Call this number, 321-616-1577.